Hello, so the update trailer finally released today, and as I said in my previous video, not only is it gonna be the biggest update, but it likely is going to be their best update yet. And if you don't know what I'm talking about yet, here's the storm that is approaching. By the way, don't forget to like and subscribe, because at 50k subscribers we're gonna be doing a pretty big giveaway. So yeah, subscribe and let's get this video started. So as I mentioned in my previous video, I think that update 5 is going to be their biggest update yet. But after the trailer, I'm now also convinced that it's probably going to be their best update yet. Number one, obviously it's DBC. It's the most peak anime it's the most peak anime out there. DBC better than Bleach in my opinion. DBC better than Solo Leveling in my opinion. DBC better than whatever anime you can think of. Now this is just me trying to rage bait all the other anime fandoms out there, but in my opinion, Dragon Ball Z is a very amazing anime. There's a lot of unique units, there's a lot of interesting characters, and again, it's one of the OG anime, right? So I'm pretty excited for Dragon Ball Z. But not only Dragon Ball Z, they also added another peak stuff in this update, which is the Devil May Cry characters. And two Devil May Cry, I wouldn't really say main characters, but two very main characters in Devil May Cry, which is the twins, basically the sons of Sparta, Dante and Virgil, right? The storm that is approaching versus, yeah, the other son of Sparta. And I cannot just, I really want to tell you this. When I heard people say, right, because I was recording my reaction and I had it on mute, I really wish I didn't had it on mute. I really wish. The developer on the CC chat was saying I shouldn't have had it on mute and I should have eaten copyright. I really wish I could go back in time and hear that song, the Virgil song from Devil May Cry 5 start up and be super hyped, because my reaction was so crazy. I was so hyped for this, and literally everybody else in the live chat was so hyped for Virgil as well. I'm now convinced that there is more people hyped for Devil May Cry than there is for the Dragon Ball Z units that are getting added, okay? Which is absolutely crazy. This is the first time where people are more hyped for the Battle Pass characters than most of the DBC units, right? Because me personally, I only want to get Vegito. Once I get Vegito and Gohan, I'm honestly already okay with it. And also now I really want to get Dante and Virgil. Like, they're probably going to be the first units I want to try and get. So yeah, the update is also going to be releasing this weekend, pretty much this weekend. So I think it might be releasing earlier than previous updates, simply because they also released the trailer much earlier. The trailer usually releases on a Friday or Saturday for me, but it released today much earlier than all those other updates. I mean, because it also is 1 week late already, chances are it might be releasing earlier this weekend, maybe on a Saturday instead of a Sunday, which is interesting. Yeah, it's pretty nice, right? But really, I just want to put into perspective just how hype this update is. First and foremost, Devil May Cry. It might as well be the main thing in this update. I know I'm pretty much overhyping Devil May Cry, but Devil May Cry recently had an anime, right? Or released on Netflix. Devil May Cry is one of the best game series out there. It's not only is it really great, it's just the characters, Dante and Virgil, they're both one of the most coolest characters in gaming history, and that's why a lot of people are so hyped over it, myself included. And actually, can you just imagine how mad people would be if they were like bad, right? I can already see the backlash of people molding, seething, if they see that Dante and Virgil are not meta units. I know they're gonna be Battle Pass units, but I already did talk to the developers about it. They said that all of the units in this update has a lot of passives, and if you did check the sneaks on the Discord, it does kind of check out. The sneaks on the Discord shows a ton. We actually look at this. They did a poll right now on the game polls on the Anime Vanguards Discord. People are voting on which units they're more hyped on. 2 units, okay? 2 Devil May Cry units over how many DBC units were that? I think 6 or 7 Dragon Ball Z units, 6 or 7, maybe even 8 Dragon Ball Z units over 2 Devil May Cry units, and more people are hyped over the Devil May Cry units, the 2 Devil May Cry units. They better make these 2 units OP as hell, or people are gonna be so mad. And honestly, it's also the fact that Dante and Virgil are characters that barely get added in anything. I think Anime Vanguards is perhaps the only tower defense game that I know of the main tower defense game that I know of that actually will be adding Dante and Virgil. And they're also only the tower defense games that can do these characters justice, right? Goku, Vegeta, Boo, they've already been added in pretty much every other tower defense game, but Dante and Virgil, they are not. This is the first time we're ever going to be seeing these two characters on a tower defense game and on this scale as well. That's why people are hyped for this update. Anyways, that's enough yapping for today. I'm gonna have to watch this trailer like 5 more times, honestly, because I'm super excited for this update. This pretty much just confirms it's not only the biggest, but it's also the best. Okay, I don't care what anybody says. Nothing is gonna be beating this update for a while unless they release like Berserk in the next update or something. But this update is gonna be pretty hard to beat, honestly. Anyways, that's it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.